What's up? It's your boy Saint Montague in the building with Zen. Welcome to the Sorcerer's Den. I'd like to give a shout out to the Jinx Brothers, Society of Skeptics and Mystics. I'm gonna do a quick talk about my experience with astral travel. I've astral traveled several times. I was never able to do it when I was trying to do it. I was never meditating and my spirit just walked out of my body. It was nothing like I expected. First of all, when this happened, it's usually really late at night in a very dark space. I wasn't eating a lot of meat at the time, if any at all, and I was drinking a lot of water, eating a lot of vegetables. I was doing a lot of chakra work at the time, which I believe can help. So focusing on the root chakra, solar plexus chakra, the root chakra, sacral, solar plexus, heart, throat, third eye, crown, and really getting in tune with your etheric and vital auric spheres. It does help. Although I was not necessarily focused on, although I was doing a lot of work, I wasn't necessarily focused on those at the time of my astral travel experience. So what actually happened the very first time I astral traveled was I was laying down on the couch, breathing deeply, about to enter a sleep. Except I started to feel something in my head. It started to sizzle. Pineal gland, call it what you want. I can't place the geographic, or I can't really map it. But I could feel like something was like sizzling, like in my head. And then I felt like an invitation from my higher self, so to speak, or spirit guides. It was like a portal, almost. I could feel it like a warm portal, like over my head. And I could feel like something within me saying, let go, if you wish. And I'm like, let go. And you know me, I'm adventurous, so I was like, let's do it. And so I felt like the sizzle get more heavy, and then I felt almost like another body was rising through the top of my head through a very small hole. It was kind of uncomfortable, to be completely honest. And I had to squeeze my whole self with the help of this massive inviter that was over my head, almost kind of pulling me through. And when I finally got a little bit in, I was sucked through like a tunnel, like. And I'm just like, whoa, what's going on? I'm completely awake. I never drifted off into sleep. This is completely awake. And before you know it, I'm in like a log cabin somewhere, or it looked like a log cabin. And I'm on the ground, except I don't really see anything, so to speak. It's just like almost like a translucent sort of light almost. And I couldn't move right. I kept getting up, and then I would stumble down. Getting up, and I would stumble down. Over and over again. I had to learn how to use this light body. I was using senses, and I wasn't using parts of my brain. I don't even think I was using my brain. I was using some other senses to move my body and to even think and to see and to hear and to smell. All that stuff was different. It was coming from a different source. I had to learn it all over again. I spent that whole astral traveling session, I call it a session, or that journey, learning how to use my astral body. It was like playing a bad video game, where you just kind of, you have no control. It's just, I'm just in this room, just, up and down, like really slow. Before you know it, something almost was like, okay, time's up. I remember actually the thing that actually right before time's up came is I started being fearful. I was conscious enough to realize that I was not in my physical body. And so I started wondering if I would stay in this astral realm forever. And then when that fear hit, all of a sudden, that is when it felt like I was called back, and automatically I was just, huh. And the difference, and it was not sleep. With sleep, I always wake up with grogginess, like, With this, it was like, wow, that was wild. You know what I mean? And all I did was I called a bunch of friends and told them what had happened. Of course, they called me crazy, some of them. The mystics were excited, not so much for the skeptics. But that was my first experience with astral travel. And I would actually recommend it because since I astral traveled the first time, it was easier to astral travel the next time, and subsequent times after that. But the benefit is that your fear of death is completely gone. I mean, completely shattered. You know for a fact that this is not it. There's so many other places to go. There's so many other worlds to explore. There's so many masters to meet. There's so many friends to meet. So many of your dead ancestors to meet. So many beings to see. Man, it's incredible. So think about that next time you consider astral travel, and whether it's real or not. How about you investigate it? Another benefit of astral travel, as well as dreaming, conscious dreaming, meaning not just lucid dreaming, but going into the dream with a plan on where you'd like to be and what you'd like to learn, is that it gets you used to the astral realms and other realms that you may see upon your death. So I'd highly recommend that you get into some of that, because you won't be shocked when you die. You know, according to various authors and traditions and religious traditions, it's really important to get in tune with your subtle self, because if not, then you're just going to be this fragmented being, this confused being that will lose all memory of the past life and lose all the talents of the past life and be reincarnated into some chaotic, situation, that you had no control of, as opposed to being able to consciously die. Like, okay, I'm gonna die, you know what I mean, but I know exactly what I'm gonna do. I know exactly where I'm gonna go, you know what I mean, and find the joy in it, you know what I mean. Imagine being able to leave yourself consciously and making choices, because your subtle body is so well put together, because you know how to use it. You're not just like this fragmented being suffering from suffering from being detached from earthly existence. You're like, you're subtle, so, and you learn how to use this body, so you're able to, just basically just walk out of your dead self like, hey, it's all good, you know what I'm saying? What's cracking? What's up, Ascended Masters? What's up? What's up, Gandhi? What's up, Tupac? What's up, Biggie? You know what I'm saying? It's, it's like that. So imagine being able to do that, and then consciously being able to make choices.